In the primordial era, when heaven and earth were still negotiating their boundaries and the laws of existence had not yet settled into permanence, the ox was born not amid thunder or prophecy, but in silence, beneath a pale dawn on a stretch of land so vast and empty that even the wind seemed hesitant to cross it. And from the moment he first drew breath, his destiny was shaped by weight rather than speed, by endurance rather than brilliance. For unlike the swift rat or the fierce tiger, the ox was created to carry what others could not bear, his massive frame forged by time itself, as if the world had anticipated the burdens it would one day need to place upon him. He grew among mortals who knew hunger, frost, and endless labor. And while heroes trained with blades and scholars chased enlightenment, the ox pulled plows through frozen soil, his hooves cracking ice and earth alike, turning barren ground into fields where fragile hope could take root. And though his body bore scars from toil and seasons of unending hardship, his spirit remained unbroken, for he possessed a rare understanding that progress was not a leap forward, but a slow, deliberate march against resistance. When the first fracture split the sky and the pillars of reality began to crumble under the arrogance of celestial beings who sought dominion over creation, chaos poured into the mortal realm like poison into a river. Mountains shifted, oceans rose, and the land screamed beneath the strain. And the Jade Council, guardians of balance, summoned champions from every corner of existence. Yet none could withstand the sheer pressure of holding the world together, for strength failed, speed faltered, and even divine brilliance shattered when forced to endure endlessly, until the old seer turned away from the heavens and spoke a single truth, that only one who had lived his entire life beneath weight could carry the weight of the world itself. Thus the ox was chosen, not with ceremony but necessity, and fragments of collapsing reality were bound to his horns, spine, and breath, turning him into a living anchor between order and chaos. Each step he took sealing cracks in existence, each moment of endurance reinforcing the fragile boundary that kept creation from dissolving into nothingness. Pain followed him like a shadow, for every fracture he mended transferred its strain into his flesh and spirit. Yet he did not cry out, nor did he question his fate, because to him, suffering was not injustice, but responsibility, and responsibility, once accepted, required no complaint. Centuries passed as the ox walked unceasingly across realms, stabilizing continents, calming raging seas, and teaching the land itself how to remain steadfast, while mortals built civilizations atop the ground he strengthened, rarely knowing that beneath their roads and cities moved a silent guardian whose patience held their future intact. However, endurance attracts opposition, and from the deepest void emerged an ancient force known as the erosion, a being without form that fed not on destruction but on doubt, whispering into the hearts of those who labored unseen that their efforts were meaningless, that history remembered only conquerors and innovators, never those who sustained the world quietly. And the erosion focused its whispers upon the ox, reminding him of every hero praised while his name faded into obscurity, of every age that prospered without acknowledging the one who made that prosperity possible. And for the first time in his endless march, the ox hesitated, his steps slowing by a fraction. Yet that single moment of doubt caused tremors across existence. Rivers overflowed, harvests failed, and cracks reopened in the fabric of reality as the erosion swelled with power, sensing victory. Standing at the brink of collapse, the ox looked not to the heavens but inward, recalling the countless lives he had unknowingly saved, the children who laughed on stable ground, the farmers who harvested,